So I have a problem. So my family and I travel quite a bit, and we're in the process of looking for a recreational vehicle to drive across Canada in. But we have this thing where we need to constantly connect to Wi-Fi, either at hotels or cafes or things like that. And so I know this is a first world problem, but it's a pain in the butt. I'm in charge of connecting everybody's device, and I want it to be easy. And the other thing that is difficult is that we need to connect to public Wi-Fi, and I'd like to have a VPN so we can't do man-in-the-middle attacks where somebody can get all our information or something like that. So what are the options out there? And so today, what I'm going to talk about are travel routers. And so travel routers are little portable routers that you can plug into a router or Wi-Fi, repeat the Wi-Fi wherever you are to get a better signal and have a more secure signal. So what is a travel router? So here I have the TP-Link TLWR3602BE, which is a Wi-Fi 7 router. And so basically you can see it's about smaller than the palm of my hand. It has two antennae. On the back has a power port, 5 amp 3.8 or 5 volt 3.5 amp, 2.5 WAN, and then it has LAN, and then it has a USB 2 port. And so this USB 2 port is good for two things. So basically you can attach a cellular modem to or cellular stick to it to get cellular power, or you can attach a USB drive to it to share files. So why people usually get these are usually for 4 or 5 different reasons. So number one is security. So you can run a VPN through this. Streaming, if you're at a hotel, usually hotels don't allow you to stream your devices to like to the TV and things like that. So if you bring a stick with you, you can plug it in the TV, stream movies through this device using the hotel's internet. Remote work, travel, or sharing your internet. So say you're on a cruise and you have a capture portal, you can put the login through here on this and then share it to all your devices in your cabin. So there's basically 5 or 6 ways, I think, of using this. So the first way you use it is what's called repeater mode. And so repeater mode, it just repeats the Wi-Fi signal that you have. And so this is good to use at places like hotels or free Wi-Fi places where you just need to repeat or make the signal stronger. The second mode that is similar is router mode. And so router mode seems like it's the same as repeater mode, but in router mode, it actually connects with a wired connection and then broadcasts the new signal out, and it's your own Wi-Fi network. And the advantage to this is then you can have a VPN or basically a private network. The disadvantage is that if you're on a hotel or something like that that already has a router, so you'll have double NAT, they call it. And so basically all that means is you have 2 routers, and so one can interfere with the other one. But mainly the only time that's a problem is if you're gaming or doing streaming or on some type of video conferencing program. So the next mode is access point mode. So basically you have your router from wherever, and you have a wired connection going into this, and then it acts as an access point for the local network. This is great because it doesn't have that double NAT problem. and it's great for extending a network if you have some wire to a different location. The fourth one is what's called client mode. And so client mode, basically, you have a wired, I take that back. So client mode, you get the wireless from whatever network you want, and then it goes into the router, but then you have a wired connection going out. And so this is great for gaming consoles, or again, Roku sticks or Alexa sticks or Apple TVs for when you're traveling. So the final two modes you can use with this all have to do with this USB port. And so you can do USB tethering, where you take your cell phone, have a USB cord connected into here, and use the cellular data to make Wi-Fi, or by buying a cellular modem that can connect directly into this. And then this is great for if you're traveling, boondocking, things like that, where you can still get cellular service, but there's no Wi-Fi. You can amplify, and there's no wired connection anywhere. So the most common problem you'll run into this is with double NAT. And so basically you have a couple different options here. And so those are basically put it in access point mode if you can, or repeater mode. So another problem is slow internet speeds, and basically I have a couple options. So number one is get it wired. Number two is if you're in an RV, place your router near a window if you're going to be repeating it. Number three is use a USB tether, so switch to cellular. And number four is upgrade your router. So in this case, I have Wi-Fi 7. So I made a quick list of where you'll have to use different things. So basically in a hotel, you'll probably be on repeater mode with this. Oops, fell over. So if you have hotel Ethernet, you'll be on router mode. And that will work as long as, again, you're not streaming too much. So an RV with Starlink, you'll be on access point mode. An RV campground with Wi-Fi, you'll be on repeater mode. If you're in an RV in a remote area, so you'll be either on USB tether or SIM mode, or again, same as with Starlink, AP mode. And the final is international travel, and you have all those things plus VPN to keep you secure. So travel routers offer security, flexibility, and convenience. They have different modes to solve different problems. Repeater mode and access point are probably the most commonly used. You need to understand the double NAT. So if you have two routers in succession, then you just need to know that sometimes it can cause problems. And choose the setup that works best for you. Now, is this for everyone? No, I would only suggest this really for people who travel a lot or need secure access to things. But if you do those things, is it worth it? And I would say 100% yes. So if you're interested in travel routers, I'll leave a link to this one down in the description. It seems to work really well. And in my upcoming videos, I will show you more of my setup. I'm sort of trying things out and see what works better for us and our family, and what we'll do when we're traveling. You take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.